So I've been meaning to do this video for a long time. I don't know where all of you guys live, but I love the commute that I have. My world is like shrunk down to like a 3-mile drive. And I'm going to take you on the 3-mile drive right now. Let's say goodbye to Numi. This is the goat dairy where Bev's got her bus. And then I'm just going to take you on the drive to the farm school where I'm the caretaker. And do this drive every day. Why I love it? It's so serene and it's so peaceful and it's so relaxing. I don't know about most of you. I have had jobs where I had to commute in town, and I swear to God, by the time I got to work, I was almost homicidal. I do not do heavy traffic well. I don't do crowds well, but crowds in cars, no. When Bev and I did the Pacific Crest Trail thing in 2023, and I saw, oh my God, I saw the traffic in California. I have said over and over and over again, it was the greatest 6 months I've had. God, it's one of the top 5 events of my life, but the traffic is unbelievable. And then the fact that I was driving, I mean, it wasn't a full bus, but it was still a bus. It was like driving a cargo, one of the box trucks in strange traffic, heavy traffic, and it's like, no. Just give me the country. Let me be in the country. So this is the driveway that goes to the farm, and we're going to get out on what's called Johnson Point Road, and then it's a quick shot over to the farm school. So this is the only place that's troublesome. Cars can go by here at 50 miles an hour. My dad was stationed in Fort Lewis prior to being shipped to Europe during World War II. And Mom and Dad were from Iowa, and Dad saw the Washington area when he was at Fort Lewis, which is about 20 miles from here, and he fell in love with it. And he made the decision right then that as soon as he got out of the war, if he survived the war, he was going to move to Washington. He was going to move my mom and whoever else wanted to come with, and they were coming to Washington because the evergreen trees and the absolute beauty of the area. And just, that's what made me think of doing this video is like, this is just, I take this for granted, but people that live like in the Midwest or the prairie states, I mean, this is something that you just don't see. There are all the evergreen trees, and there's just a natural beauty about this area that I am guilty of taking it for granted sometimes. So I trust you can see okay out the window, and we're just we're coming up on a little neighborhood. I don't know it's not a shopping center, but it's a little neighborhood area where there's a convenience store and a neighborhood grocery store and gas station, a couple other businesses that are in the county, which means less regulation than being in the city limits. So they've all centered in this place called South Bay. I'll show that to you in a second. But sorry about the sun. We're driving right into the sun. It's that time of day, 3:27. And hey, winter solstice. Days will start getting longer, fans. Oh yeah. And before here, I'm gonna quit pointing you at the sun. Sorry about that. Let you see the side view. There's greenhouse there. It's a nursery, local nursery. All right. day's getting longer, and before I forget, Merry Christmas to all of you, or Happy Holidays, or Happy Hanukkah, or whatever the heck you want to believe in. You know, Happy winter solstice, I guess, right? Yeah. Oops, gotta turn you again. Too much sun. That's something you don't hear Washingtonians say very often. Too much sun. This little area right here, this cross, I don't know if you can see it. There's a crosswalk that goes right across this road. That's Chehalis Western Trail. That's a 22-mile walking and biking trail. Let me turn you. Too much sun again. This is the little South Bay area that I was telling you about. The typical coffee stand that we see so many of here in Washington that I used to take for granted, but you know, during 2023 when we were down in California, you'd never see those. Never see those coffee stands where you can just drive up. Anyway, here's the last leg. We'll turn up here. There's the fire department. Turn up here. Look at the evergreen trees. I swear, this is going to sound like an exaggeration, but it's almost the truth. There are very few yards, very few properties, very few places where people live where there aren't towering fir trees and western red cedars. They're just that plentiful. There's a little, they actually call that a lake. I mean, I call it a big pond, but I don't know. Good wildlife around here. Beavers, deer, coyotes, of course, they're everywhere. Here's a question for you. Where do coyotes go during the day? We never see them. At night, I swear, as soon as the sun goes down, it's like a chorus. They've got the coyote chorus. Dozens of coyotes. And, you know, I used to think that wasn't true in the city, but we're only a mile from where Bev and I lived in a residential neighborhood in Olympia, and if you were walking around at 2-3 o'clock at night, you would see the coyotes just strolling down the neighborhood streets. So they've learned to adapt, and I have no idea where they go to during the day, but well, obviously they go into the woods, but they are masters at hiding. Anyway, home's tucked back in there. Sorry about the school bus. I could probably just shut this off. You don't need to see the rest of it. I'm only a quarter of a mile from where, yeah, I'm going to shut you guys off. So that's it. Thanks for watching.